It's 2 inches too tall. That's a violation.
It's a mailbox, 2 inches. You really want to report me for a mailbox?
Did you seriously think this was okay?
I'm the HOA president.
Karen yelled, jabbing her finger at my mailbox.
We won't stand for this.
It's 2 inches too tall. That's a violation. I blinked. It's a mailbox. 2 inches. You really want to report me for a mailbox? Yes, absolutely. Rules are rules, she snapped, stepping closer, clipboard in hand. I don't care if it's just 2 inches. I am the HOA president, and I enforce compliance. Welcome to Ruthless HOA Tales, where we expose the craziest HOA horror stories and the revenge that followed. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button right now, because trust me, you won't believe where this story goes. And drop a comment telling me, have you ever dealt with an insane HOA or power-hungry neighbor? Let me know below. Karen had been living in the neighborhood less than a year, but somehow she knew every line of the HOA rulebook by heart. By the next week, I had 3 violation notices on my door for things I didn't even know were rules. A slightly crooked welcome mat, a bike left in the garage doorway, and yes, the mailbox. At the board meeting, she read my address out loud and said, "Some residents think rules are optional." I wanted to laugh. I wanted to argue, but the whole room was staring at me. That night, I checked my doorbell camera. Karen was crouched near my fence, measuring tape in hand, muttering, "You'll pay for this." My stomach dropped. I knew then this wasn't just petty. This was personal. The next morning, I woke up to another envelope from the HOA. Karen had somehow added a spring flower alignment violation to my list. According to her, my tulips were planted asymmetrically, and this could lead to a $150 fine. I stared at the envelope thinking this has to be a joke. But no, her signature was there. Karen W., HOA Compliance Authority. I tried to reason with her over email, but she replied within 10 minutes with a single line. Appeals are denied. Compliance is mandatory. Measure twice. Pay once. By now, the whole street knew. Neighbors whispered when I walked by, and some even gave me sympathetic nods. Karen had somehow made me the laughingstock of the neighborhood over flowers, a mailbox, and a crooked welcome mat. It didn't stop there. One afternoon, I was painting my garage door, and Karen stormed over with her clipboard like a general inspecting troops. "That shade of beige violates the community aesthetic guidelines," she declared. "You have 48 hours to repaint or face a $300 fine." I argued, and she shouted over me, "Do you want me to document every violation personally? Because I will." Her obsession was getting scary. By August, the chaos reached a new level. Karen started calling emergency HOA meetings about things like non-compliant garden gnomes and improperly aligned welcome mats. The meetings were tense, dramatic, and often ended with her storming out, muttering her favorite catchphrase, "Rules don't bend for anyone." I began to notice that more neighbors were quietly resisting her, moving bins, adjusting garden layouts, even laughing behind her back. Then one night, I caught something on my security camera that made my jaw drop. Karen wasn't just measuring fences, she was taking photos of every single lawn in the neighborhood and sending them to the board with notes like, "Non-compliant, immediate action required." She had gone full obsession mode. By September, Karen's power trips had reached a new level. She started standing at the entrance of the neighborhood every morning, clipboard in hand, checking everyone's trash cans, hedges, and even the color of their doormats. One Saturday, I was unloading groceries when she pointed at my car and yelled, "That bumper sticker is offensive to community values. Remove it immediately." I stared, dumbfounded. "It's a cartoon," I said. "Not compliant," she snapped. The public shaming didn't stop there. At the next HOA meeting, she singled me out again. "Some residents think rules are optional," she announced, looking straight at me. She even projected photos of my violations on the big screen, my crooked doormat, slightly uneven tulips, and yes, my mailbox. People whispered, laughed, and I felt trapped under a microscope. Things escalated when she started targeting families. A neighbor's Halloween decorations were labeled non-seasonal compliant, and another's birthday banners were inappropriate for community aesthetics. Karen had essentially turned the whole neighborhood into her personal courtroom. By now, some residents were quietly resisting, shifting decorations, hiding minor infractions, even sneaking around to fix things before she saw them. Then came the day of the ultimate public confrontation. I was hanging my laundry when Karen stormed over, shrieking about misaligned socks violating HOA display regulations. I snapped. Seriously? You're threatening $200 fines over socks? She leaned in, red-faced, muttering her favorite catchphrase, "Rules don't bend for anyone." That's when a group of neighbors stepped forward, finally calling her out. "This has gone too far, Karen. We're done being afraid of a ruler and clipboard." I couldn't believe it. People were finally standing up. But Karen didn't back down. She threw her clipboard on the ground and yelled something that still haunts me. "You haven't seen the last of me." The next week, the neighborhood finally united. Emails, texts, and whispered meetings turned into a full-blown HOA revolt. Everyone shared photos and recordings of Karen's petty tyranny. We even presented a timeline of her violations targeting residents, from crooked doormats to misaligned flowers. The board couldn't ignore it anymore. At the next HOA meeting, the tension was electric. Karen arrived, confident as ever, clipboard in hand, ready to lecture. But as soon as she opened her mouth, the room erupted. Neighbors confronted her one by one. "You've humiliated families over trash bins and socks," one shouted. "You've created fear instead of community," another yelled. Karen's face turned beet red. She sputtered, I'm enforcing the rules." Then the final blow came. Someone projected the video from my doorbell camera showing her measuring fences in the dark, whispering, "You'll pay for this." The room gasped. The HOA president and several board members exchanged glances. Karen's tiny empire of fear crumbled in real time. By the end of the meeting, she was officially removed from the board and banned from enforcing rules, her authority nullified. As for me, I finally felt free. My mailbox stayed crooked. Tulips bloomed however they wanted, and the neighborhood? We were laughing again, sharing stories of her ridiculous demands. Karen tried to slink away, muttering about rules not bending, but no one listened. Sometimes, I still catch her peeking from behind her curtains, clipboard forgotten on the couch. But now, it's just for show. The neighborhood learned one lesson that summer. Power without accountability gets burned down. Fast. The end. So what do you think? Was my revenge justified, or did I go too far? Drop your honest opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed this story, hit that like button and subscribe to Ruthless HOA Tales for more insane neighborhood warfare stories. And seriously, tell me where you're watching from. I love seeing how many of you are dealing with HOA nightmares worldwide. See you in the next one.